Greetings. Happy Monday morning, you guys. I have been preparing up until being late 15 minutes for this video because there's so much to cover. And we are definitely going to do more of this on Wednesday because this is such an important topic for so many of us, as this is a very money centered reality that we live in. And it can cause a lot of pain, a lot of survival issues. And I feel like all of us, really meditating on the concepts I'm going to share with you today will really help to manifest not only more happiness in your life, but happiness in the whole world. So I really feel like this video is going to change our lives and the lives of so many people that we know. So welcome to Qigong Monday mornings, 11:30 with Aviva, your hostess. Aviva sings out. And I'm so grateful that you are all with me today with your beautiful souls that have unique purpose in this gorgeous world. And we're going to jump right in by paying attention to our breath and our heartbeats and just noticing what our bodies feel and paying attention to the inside of our hearts. Just really paying attention to ourselves, really validating that we are having an experience right now that is energetic beyond anything that we're craving, beyond anything that we're lusting, beyond anything that we're greedy for. Let's recognize the vibration of just being. Let's recognize the vibration of feeling secure in this moment. Noticing the fragility of how this moment can escape us. And as you recognize what your body needs and what your emotions need, you are going to come up with an intention for the next hour and 15 minutes of our Qigong experience together. What do you need? Do you have an upper back pain? Do you have sadness? Do you have foot pain? Do you have heart issues? Do you have stomach issues? What is it that's going on with you? You can claim right now where you want to put this energy, which is, I will just give you a sneak peek into what what we will cover in this video. Knowing exactly where you want the energy is making you more of a creative participant in your energy than just saying, I just need money. Well, where's the money going? It's very two-dimensional to think of money as money because money is a tool. It's like if I have a nail that I need to hammer to the wall, I can try to use another object, but the focused, easy way is to use a hammer. So if you say out loud and you just acknowledge to yourself, which is similar to what prayer is, you're acknowledging. You say, I need a hammer so I can hammer this nail to the wall. That is so clear and so easy, right? But then when you think about money, you complicate it because you don't have that clear image of, well, I need the money so I can hammer the nail to the wall. Money is a tool, but less of a tool than a hammer. A hammer is what you need to nail that nail to the wall. You might not even need money because you might find a hammer lying in the middle of the street. And that's that concrete need that you have. And what this video is going to come full circle in is that when that desire for money is creating within you, and you're just like, I need money, 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 without saying, I need money for this, I need money for that, it creates a spaciness that is unstable. And what we really want to do anyway with that money is create stability. So let's just focus on our stability so that when the money is manifested, it has this stable table to lay on instead of just being blown everywhere out of your confused state because you were just so focused on money that you weren't grounded in what your true needs are. And anytime you want something, it comes back to what your true emotional needs are. So it's easy to forget what those needs are if you just get that money and you don't remember why you wanted it. And then you just have this money and you're like spending it on things that aren't even hammering that nail in the wall. So the illusion, so what we're healing in this class, what we're reintegrating is the greed, that greedy energy in general, whether it's for sex, money, fame, love, whatever, is not stable. And it's just kind of this big fu belief system because it's saying, I want this for stability, but I'm taking in more instability for the stability energetically because of my greed for it. So it'd be like focusing on being healthy and eating a snack bar that says health on it. And just because it says health, you think you're getting healthy, but it's filled with like sugar and toxins. And it's just a big FU that you even believed it was healthy in the first place. So, to create a more healthy relationship with money, it's really important that you ground yourself and are aware of your emotional needs in general and making sure those are being met. Because if they're not being met, it's real easy for any kind of greed, money greed, or anything else to seduce you into saying, I'm going to meet your needs. Even though you know you feel it's not going to meet your needs, but it satisfies a greed instead of a need. I know this is a little bit kind of out there, but once we start doing the exercises, I think you will start to ground and understand how the difference between a greed and a need. And identifying what you need is the hardest part. Once you do that, it's like, oh, relief. It's like once you finally get that mineral that your body was lacking for all these years, you can be like, oh, I finally feel healthy and I'm not craving a stimulant for energy because I'm creating my own energy. That is the theme of this whole video. You're the creator. You're creating. If you ever get into a state of greed, you're suddenly giving that creative power to someone else. And you lose your magical powers. You lose your magical connection and ability to feel okay because you've given your power to someone else. You can be the poorest person in the world and still feel your power because poverty is not, it's partly a state of mind, right? Now, I don't want to at all say that we don't need any money to live, but if you look at someone like Aaron Fletcher, for example, who is a shepherd and living off the land and doesn't care about money the way other people do, and knows how to barter and all that stuff, then you can say, yeah, it is possible to live with a world in a world without money. But it's also not. So how do we as a community come together and just become aware of our needs? It, you know, if you lose, it's a vicious trap, because if you lose your ability to create, then you can't even work really for anyone else. I mean, you can be like robotic, but it's hard to make money when you can't be yourself. And that's why there's this mental game going on. You have to be able to create your own work and stay in that creative space if you're going to receive money for that anyway. So let's pay attention to our breath and our heartbeats and share our intentions. And then we're going to jump right into class. My name is Aviva. My intention is to be here for all of you today and to help you identify if money greed exists in your life in any way, so that we can also eradicate any kind of disease that this money greed is causing in your energy right now. Disease meaning imbalance, because your health is your wealth. And if you have an energetic imbalance, no matter how much money you get, it's not going to go towards balancing out that energy balance unless you can identify what the emotional energetic imbalance is in the first place. What are your intentions? I am going to get some water as you all think about your intentions and share them in the chat box or via email, Aviva and the Flying Penguins at yahoo.com. Also, while I get some water, I will give you the opportunity, if you wish, to drop a donation to my Cash App or my Venmo, because valuing this kind of class might be good for you energetically as well. When we give, we get. My email, which is also my PayPal, is also available to you to email me questions, schedule private sessions via Zoom or whatnot. Right there. So, oh wait, I spelt it wrong. Darn it. I wish I can edit messages, but I just have to return them, remove them. All right, there you go. I'm going to put some music on and I'll be right back, and then I will read your beautiful intentions. And let me know how the volume of that is. I'll be right back. Thank you for that feedback on the volume, Jabri. I appreciate you all being here. I see one intention that has come in. Jabri says, good morning, Aviva. My intention is to be here with you on this rainy day and to relax because I worked so hard. I will like some attention to my hands and feet today, and I use the magic gel. Thank you, Jabri. If y'all are interested in the magic gel, it's incredible for pain relief. It is linked in this description, and I'll go ahead and grab it for you in the comments as well. It is also a way to support me financially, but I only make a commission if it's $100 or more. So don't feel like you have to spend $100. I just really love sharing about this gel because it's really, really good. Any other intentions out there? I'm going to go ahead and have a seat. So we're going to start with some mudras. I want to start by breathing in our intentions, releasing anything in the way. Breathing in your intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in your beautiful intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in your intentions. Release anything you don't need. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. How are you feeling? A couple more times. Breathe in your intentions nice and deep. Release resistance. Breathe in your intentions. Release whatever you don't need. Breathe in your intentions. Oh, release resistance. Beautiful people, you deserve to have everything that you dream of. You deserve to be satisfied. You deserve to have true love. You deserve to have perfect health. And these are things that you might not be able to buy. And that is my first point. So many of us have this toxic belief that we need money to fulfill all of our dreams. I actually just recorded a song about this. That could be true on a certain level. Like you need money to, manifest materials, all this stuff. But I want you to think about this belief for a moment. I can't do this unless I have money. I can't do this unless I do this. That puts you in this like victim state of not getting things done in your life that you can do. What can you do without money? That's what I want you to focus on in this next few minutes as we do the I can mudra and mantra. Okay? We're going to bring the thumb to the index and the ring. And I want you to say, I can. I am capable. I can do it. I am doing it. What is it that you can do? I can practice piano. I know it might be hard to practice if you don't know where the money's coming from, and that might make you feel like you can't. But think about what you can do. I can clean. I can breathe. I can do Qigong. I can stretch. I can exercise. I can eat healthy. I don't need a lot of money to eat healthy. I just need to not eat certain things. Stay away from sugar. Stay away from refined flours. You can do it. I can do inner child work. Yes, it costs money to have a therapist, but there are things you can do on your own. You can go for a walk in the woods, which is balancing emotionally. You can just walk around your neighborhood, which is balancing emotionally. I can walk. Some people can't walk. It's important to be grateful for what you can do and to use that abundance that you can do. I can call a friend for support. I am abundant in friends who will answer the phone for me, who won't ignore me. I can play music. I can write things. There's so many things you're capable of doing. I can ask for help. There are a lot of people that will help me if I ask them for emotional support, even financial support if I really need it. There's so many things you can do. So stop saying I can't because I don't have money and start saying I can, especially if it's God's will. I can do it. If it's my purpose and it's my mission, I can do it. That's my assignment. That is my life's work. I can do it. So I'll say one point about greed. Is that stress? Is that fear? So taking it a step further from I can't do it unless I have money, think about how much anxiety that causes in you. And anxiety is like a deficit. It's like a debt. Because when you're filled with anxiety, you don't have room for peace. And so in order to pay off the debt of anxiety, you need to bring in a lot of peace. So how about just to avoid that debt in the first place? And that's what I'm trying to say is greed causes disease because it causes debt. So when you are greedy, you have anxiety or fear or some kind of belief that says you need, and you don't have enough. And so that takes away your peace of mind. So let's stay focused on our peace, and then we can avoid being greedy. Does that make sense? And doing this mudra helps to focus on the peace. I'll do one more for peace of mind after this. This is a very, very centering mudra. It helps you say, I can. It helps you feel secure. It helps your self-esteem. And these are all things that people might crave money for. If I have a lot of money, people will like me. If I have a lot of money, I'll be more confident. If I have a lot of money, I'll be happier. Well, this mudra helps you to feel all those things emotionally. This helps you feel happy because it helps you digest. It helps your stomach feel good. This helps you feel secure because it's centering you. And it just helps you feel confident because it helps you to release anxiety, to release worry. And that is the simple solution to feeling confident, not worrying. If you put it outside of yourself and say, I'm not going to stop worrying unless I have thousands of dollars. I mean, that's a nice way to like get you to spin on that hamster wheel and get your goal. But that's depriving yourself of your basic right to feel peace right now, to feel satisfied right now in who you are, to be confident and know that you're worthy, whether you have millions of dollars in the bank or not. You are worthy of being respected and loved and appreciated. Because you are you. And you are an intelligent creation. And you're a lovable soul. How do we heal this disease of greed together? Obviously with love. But how do we do that? Moving on to, I was going to do just 2 mudras, but I'm going to do 3. We're going to add the heart in here. We're going to bring the index finger down to the bottom of the thumb, connect the thumb with the middle and the ring. And this is for the heart. Greed is fake happiness. We talked about happiness in the last couple weeks on the videos, these live videos. And it's easy in this world to fake happiness. It's easy to fake happiness and deny your own worth. And greed assists us in that fake happiness process. Because it's not the real deal. You know that just having money is not really happiness because it's just paper. It's what you do with that money that can make you happy or unhappy. Paying your rent, that feels really good. That's not greedy. Wanting money for your basic needs is not greedy at all. Even having savings for security is not greedy at all. Wanting it to be happy is greedy. Because you're not going to find happiness with just money. You know that you want more than money in life. You know you want good relationships. You know you want good food. What if they stopped selling food and all we have is money? How are you going to get good food? You've got to grow your own food. Opening up that heart to the love of good food instead of the love of money. Loving just money is like loving a fake relationship. Money itself cannot love you. People can love you. And they can love you whether or not you have money. So go and get that love. Go and feel that love with this heart chakra mudra. Oh, I feel this upper pain, back pain going away as I'm doing this mudra. And it's important to ask yourself, am I craving money because I'm around people that I don't feel loved by? Do I need to address issues in my relationship? Do I need to address issues with my relationship with myself? Am I not loving myself? Am I neglecting myself? Greed causes a rushed feeling, causes you to feel like you have to hurry up and get something as well. And rushing is not happiness. So, once again, just by being greedy for money, you're creating unhappiness because you're rushing and that's not happy. So, instead, it's important to not rush and to focus on what that feels like, to focus on the moment and not feeling rushed, to focus on feeling peaceful instead of rushed and stressed, and finding peace with things like Qigong and other meditations, and filling yourself with that energy, because feeling rushed is not that energy. And then when you're greedy for money, you're not grateful for money. You're not in a state of gratitude. And being in a state of gratitude is abundance. Being greedy is not abundance. So you're already, this is a mathematical equation, y'all. This is algebra. Just energetically being in the state of greed, you're energetically creating poverty by being greedy for money. You're not being grateful for money. Being grateful for money is a state of abundance. Being greedy for money is a state of poverty. So how do we express our gratitude and feel that abundance? Look around you. Look at what you have. Now, some of us, wow, we are poor, we're starving. It is really hard to find gratitude. I understand that. And there's also some people who will never be satisfied and have so much and then just keep talking about how they have nothing, which is a lie. Gratitude. What are you grateful for right now? What do you have that no one else has? That people are envious of you for? Filling yourself up with that gratitude is creating abundance, is keeping you centered in your creative powers, is manifesting money for you more than any greed for money will ever manifest. Stay in that state of gratitude. Let's talk about what we're grateful for, just like we were talking about what we can do. I am grateful that you're here with me right now. I am grateful that I have clothing. I am grateful for the money that I do have, that I could pay my bills this month, I think. I am grateful for the food I have in the fridge. I'm grateful I can cook. I'm grateful I'm growing some of my own food. My collards are in the pot. My basil. My sage. My rosemary. I'm grateful. What are you grateful for? There's so much to be grateful for. So much. Once you start feeling that gratitude, you realize even more, oh my God, what a miracle that was given to me. I feel so special. Once you recognize your gratitude, once you feel that gratitude, you feel how special you are. You feel how worthy you are. You have all this stuff already. You want to feel that sense of security, that sense of worthiness, that sense of happiness. Can you feel that happiness through that gratitude instead of that sadness because you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have that, and it creates angst and sadness? No, we want to create that love, that feeling of, oh my God, look what I have. I must be special. Look at this person showing up in my life, giving me love, giving me attention, giving me affection. How can I be so lucky? I want you to get into that state, that vibration of, I am so lucky. Can you get there? Can you get there? Sometimes you got to dig a hole to get to that water. Sometimes you got to put in the work, put in the mudra to just dig into your energy and feel that gratitude. Feel that success, because I think that's what causes greed also, when you feel like a failure. When you feel like you failed, when you don't feel successful, you might say to yourself, if I had a lot of money, that means I'm successful, right? And I could understand you thinking that way, because when you have a lot of money in the bank, you might feel more successful. But don't you think it's possible to not feel successful and still have a lot of money in the bank? Yes. Because success is not about how much money you have ultimately, is it? What's success for a 3-year-old? She walked! Yay! She took a poop in the toilet! Yay! Success, right? What are other ways we can define success besides money? Because if we just think of success of money, then we might stay in that greedy state of, I need more and more and more and more money so that I can prove to the world I'm successful. What are ways you are successful right now? Focus on that. Or focus on your inner child. How did she succeed? How did he or she succeed? Or even more so, do you have an unmet emotional need because you didn't succeed as a child at something, and now you're twisting up your need for money because you really have a need to feel successful, because back then you didn't get approval, you didn't get validation, or even worse, you had a trauma, you had an abuse that caused you to feel shame when you did succeed in surviving, when you did succeed in putting up a boundary, when you did succeed in saying no, when you did succeed in expressing your feelings. You succeeded in expressing your feelings, and what happened? You got punished. You got abused for it. And so now you have a twisted idea of what success is. You don't realize that you're successful. And so you'll always be searching for that feeling of success when you really just need to realize that you were successful back then. And you deserved a hug for expressing your feelings, not a slap. And you deserved attention and affection for expressing who you really were, not neglect. And so when you go back there and you face your inner child stuff, you can feel that love. You can feel the abundance. You don't need money for that. You can create more money by feeling your own abundance, by feeling your own success. Just like they say, having lots of money creates money, having that feeling of success creates money. Because you know you're worthy of it. So create it more. You're in a creative state instead of a lack state. Let's move on to one more mudra, and then we're going to stand and do our Gong. All the fingertips together. You are successful. So to go further on that inner child work and how that creates a feeling of success and abundance that manifests money in your life and other things that you are creating. You're not taking it from other people. You're creating this vibration. And it feels good and it feels yummy. It doesn't feel shameful. It doesn't feel greedy. It doesn't feel rushed. It feels natural. It feels harmonious. Why does it feel harmonious? Because it's your vibration. It's nobody else's vibration. You're making it happen. This is our mudra for our intuition. Money greed can seduce you to do things against your own intuition. Something doesn't feel right about this. This person says that I'll get a lot of money if I do this, but something doesn't feel right. It's because it's not right. It's not you. It's not for you. It's for them. It's for their greedy intention, their greedy motive. And your greed for that money caused you to betray yourself. And we deal with that all the time in inner child work. We feel like we've betrayed ourselves for this or that, for this kind of approval, because it was survival. So, to further that point, if you are constantly greedy for money, saying to yourself, this is going to make me happy, this is going to make me successful, this is going to make me secure, when emotionally you kind of don't have that capability yourself of feeling secure, feeling happy, and feeling successful because something happened in your life emotionally that twisted that around. Well, if you just keep on thinking you need more and more money for that and just keep focusing on that, guess what? You're never going to face your emotional needs. Truly. You're never going to face the unmet needs of that inner child. And you're never going to be happy. You're always going to want because you're not going to feel that happiness. And I know that sounds weird, but it's like feeding a hole. I mean, there are millionaires out there that still don't feel happy. And they're hoarding that money because they think they need more, because they haven't faced their inner child stuff. And that, like the corporate greedy monsters, if they just felt happy and secure and successful finally and didn't feel like they needed more money for a private jet and private island to feel that success, maybe there wouldn't be as much poverty in the world, because maybe they are exploiting people and keeping people poor with that belief system. So their own toxic belief system is toxically causing poverty, not only in their own richness emotionally, but in people that work for them that they might be taking advantage of. All right, beautiful people, let's stand up and do our Qigong and continue talking about this greedy energy and hopefully healing that disease of greed that could be in all of us in all different ways. All right. So, I'm trapping myself in. Fill yourself with generosity. Press the like button on my video. Smash it up. Smash the bell button. Throw me a donation. Practice that abundance feeling. Bring your feet shoulder width apart. Notice how your feet are. Do they look like that? That? We want them to be straight, toes pointed forward, heels on the heels. Thanks for the thumbs up. And relax. Let the shoulders relax. Let your hands face behind you. Rock back and forth. Feel that ankle and how it's sitting. Feel your ground. Are you on the ground? Or are you spaced up? Can you feel content in this moment? If you're greedy for money, you can't feel content. You can't ever feel satisfied. I can't get no satisfaction because I want more and more and more, and it's never enough because you don't feel you're enough. And you are enough. You being you is enough. It's very special. You are unique. You're beautiful. You're lovable. You're worthy. You are enough. And live in that energy, and that creates abundance. Not feeling like you're not enough and you need more money. That creates more poverty. You are enough. And it's a vicious cycle. If you don't have enough, then you don't feel like enough. In the time of my life when I was living out of my truck, oh my gosh, it just caused more trauma. It just caused more shame. Like walking into places being like, are you okay? Like, I am not accepted by society because I don't live in a house. And then that feeling just created more hopelessness and helplessness instead of really connecting to that source and remembering and accepting who I am and loving who I am. That creates abundance. All right. So bring your yin hand under your belly button, which is right for women, left for men, the other on top. Press in and shake up and down. And ultimately, if you don't feel enough and you don't feel secure, no matter how much money you have, you are going to have a physical disease. Your body is a reflection of your emotions. It's all one and the same. You can pay millions of dollars to doctors and they won't find the problem because the problem is your own self-acceptance, your own happiness, which you can find through doing spiritual work, emotional work. You can't find it through just focusing on money. Shake, 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 shake. You've got to focus on creating your own energy versus wanting anyone else's energy. You've got to focus on feeling worthy instead of doubting yourself. So when you're greedy for money, you're probably doubting yourself. You're like, oh. Now, I'm telling you, there's a difference between a healthy relationship with money and wanting to get paid for certain things. That's not greed. Being in a state of greed for money is just wanting more and more and more money and never being satisfied. And thinking that money is the only way you can do things. Being paralyzed by having not enough money, not recognizing your own success, your own worthiness. And so that causes doubt. If you are doubting yourself and who you are, then you're in a state of lack and you're not in a state of abundance and you're not going to be creating more money, which is what you want. So again, it's catch-22. Having doubt in yourself is not the vehicle to create more money. Feeling worthy is the vehicle in creating more money. Doing something for free because you're doubting yourself. Okay, charity is important, but if you doubt your own worthiness of making money for doing something that you're very skilled at, then you're never gonna get money for it because you're not claiming your worth. That's one of the secrets. Shake, 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 And how do you work on your worthiness? I mean, I know that's hard. Confidence issues are a huge issue. And I'm telling you, it's all connected to our emotional needs. If your needs aren't being met emotionally, then you're not going to feel worthy of anything because you're not getting affection and attention and love that you deserve. Everyone deserves it. All right, come out, palm up from the bottom hand, palm down. I've only gotten through my first page of notes. And I do want to share a quote also. And just reiterate how you create your money, and staying in that creative flow connected to money is really important. Creative flow with that money. Be creative with your money. Greed blocks your creative energy in general. So if you notice, oh my God, I suddenly don't feel creative, I suddenly don't feel that flow, are you in a state of greed? Are you like, I don't have enough money? And then you're not able to create more money because you're not able to be creative. All right, let's read a quote here. And I'm going to link some articles that I think will be helpful to you. I actually did not find any Qigong articles on greed, but I found some really good other writings on greed. Hey, where's this quote? Weird. Shake it out. Let me know if something else is making noise, because I can't feel it because it's so quiet and I'm clicking on these websites that might have stuff. Okay, oh, that's weird. There was a Bible quote that I wanted to share. Oh, you know what? I can just go to the link. I put it in the description of the video already. I think this is it. This is good. It says money greed keeps you poor. Sorry, guys. All right, get started with your arms going back and forth. Lower the left shoulder. Thanks, Kevin. Maybe you can just email it to a few friends that you think would benefit from it. I appreciate you just being here. It's all good. Back and forth with those shoulders. Oh, I think this must be it. Curse of God. Here we go. This is from Timothy 6:9-10. But people who long to be rich fall into temptation and are trapped by many foolish and harmful desires that plunge them into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, and some people, craving money, have wandered from the true faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. We all want to be rich, right? It's just that it can distract you from the fact that you already are so rich in your emotions. It can cause you to dumb yourself down and streamline yourself into a robot to create things that are not recognizing the rainbow essence of your essence. You can be sacrificing your own self-expression in order to get this money, which might not even be needed in the world, in heaven. Like, think about it. If this was heaven on earth, would we need money? What would we need money for? In the Garden of Eden, everything is free, right? the shoulders. Do I need money to practice Qigong? No. I don't even need money to teach Qigong. I welcome you to give me money, but I don't need it. But what happens when you give me money? I do need you all too, because otherwise I'd just be talking to myself and it wouldn't be as fun. But you choosing to value this class and throw money this way is just creating more Qigong energy for you. It's all an investment when we choose to invest and use our money to support things that give us things, like spending money on soil for your plants, to grow plants. You're not just buying something, you're not just buying the seed, and you're not just using money for the food. Once you buy the plant, the money's not going to keep the plant alive. Your attention to the plant, the watering it, giving it sunshine every day. That's what makes the plant grow. You're like a plant. That money's not going to make you grow. You got to give yourself attention. You got to do so many other things. Keep going. All right, a possum just almost came in my house. Thanks, Jeffrey. I really appreciate you. I appreciate that so much. Let's roll that left shoulder back a few times. And the other side. Oh, yeah. Oh, that trapezius. It traps the ease from being easy. And the other side. No. Are opossums dangerous? It was a baby. Possums are so good at not wasting things, eating our trash. Where would the trash end up? Well, for possums. Roll that shoulder back. Create more abundance of good energy in your shoulders. And both at the same time. We're going to go 15 minutes over because I started 15 minutes late and I only got through my first page of notes. All right, we didn't talk about this. Other things that money greed creates: jealousy and envy. If you're greedy for money, you're thinking to yourself, this other person has something that I want. This other person has more than me because they have more money. Wow. That doesn't feel good, does it? This person has something I want. Oh, that's kind of grief, isn't it? That's not abundance. So then, on top of not getting money, by being greedy for money, you also create this debt in your envy and your jealousy. You create an energy deficit. That's what I'm trying to explain here. Greed, in its essence, is an energy deficit. So how desiring money is not going to create more money because you have already an energy deficit, even if you do create more money. You might end up spending all your money on a health issue because you've created this energy deficit. So what do you do when you're envious? What do you do when you're jealous? How do you heal that? That could be a whole class in itself. But one thing that can help you is having compassion. When you see someone that has something that you want, think to yourself, how do I have compassion for this person that really might be suffering even if they have a lot of money? And then you're winning. Then you're realizing that they're not better than you. They might need your love because they don't feel lovable. So then how could they have more than you? How could you be jealous if they don't have that love that you have? For yourself, for the world, for others. That is the true riches. It's reverse directions. Think about what you have that others are jealous of. Not like, haha, look, they're jealous of me, but like, wow, like, I don't want people to be jealous of me, so I don't want to be jealous of others. If you don't want other people to be jealous of you, then you shouldn't be jealous of others, right? Because it feels yucky when someone's jealous of you. What does it feel like? It feels like they don't love you, right? So if you're jealous of someone else, how could you love them? How could you really love them if you're jealous? Let's break that down. Let's do the math. And why, you might say to yourself, why do I want to love them? Well, having compassion for people is just a really good feeling. And when you see how lovable someone else is, you can recognize it in yourself. And it just, isn't it great to love? It just feels so good. People are just so lovable. But if you can't find that love for someone and you're jealous of them, that's a disease. It's dangerous. I think I need to do a different video on healing jealousy because it's very complicated. It's a very complicated feeling that's wrapped up in not feeling lovable yourself. You think you need what they have in order to be lovable. So why don't you feel lovable? That's the question. That takes a lot of inner child work. And it takes being around amazing people who are supportive and loving. Oh my God, this person got that and I didn't. I must not be worthy of it. I must not be lovable. That's a lie. You just haven't created it yet. You know what? If you're jealous of someone, that's a sign that you need to get more creative and create that for yourself because you deserve it just as much. So work on your creativity. Why aren't you creating? That's what can heal it. Make it happen. If you're jealous of it, if you're envious, go get it. That's like saying, I'm so jealous. That person has a pot of collard greens and I don't. Girl, you know how easy it was for me to make that pot of collard greens? My neighbor's like, you want some of those collard greens going wild? I just took it from the root, stuck it in some dirt, and now I've got like 5 different plants. Don't be jealous of it. Go and get it. It's there for you too. You know what I'm saying? Go get it. It's like the candy bar at a bat mitzvah, all you can eat. How can you be jealous of one person having more jelly beans than you when you can go up and get yourself another helping? You must be real lazy that you just don't even want to walk up there because you're jealous that the person has a pink jelly bean on your plate next to you. And yet there's pink jelly beans in that freaking all you can eat thing, and you can just go and help yourself. Go and get it if you're jealous. Don't take it from them. Create it yourself. You got this. Make it happen. Have compassion. What goes hand in hand with jealousy is pride. It might affect your pride to have envy. Or you might just be proud. You might like have pride, like, oh, look at me, I have all this money. That's fake happiness, right? Yin hand first, yang on top. Feel that energy flowing down. If you're greedy for money, you might also have too much stuff, and your stuff owns you. And so that creates misery. You might think, oh, all this stuff will make me happy. Did it? No. You might live to excess because you can. Now that you have money, oh, I can finally eat as many donuts as I want. What? Donuts are cheap. Oh, I can finally have, like, all the soda and all the cake I want. And all this stuff. Maybe you're eating a little bit too much and it's going to cause health issues. And so once again, that greed, that money that you created, the extra $100 just created a deficit of health problems in you because that's what you spent it on, toxic things. So be careful of just wanting money. Know that you want it to feed your health. Know that you want it to feed your emotional wealth, or it can become a weapon in destroying your very health. You might break some love laws if you're greedy for money. That's another danger of greed. You might say, oh, well, I can ignore this person because they aren't making me money, and I'm going to hang out with this person because they can make me money. That's not very loving. Heck, you might even do really horrible things to get money. This person has money, so I'm going to rob them. This person has money, so I'm going to be immoral and do something horrible to get it. Breaking love laws is going to cause such karmic, huge deficits in you energetically. You might have that end goal of the money, but guess what? It's not going to do you any good. Not going to do you any good. Greedy for money means that you might gamble. You might gamble not only your money, but on people that you love. You might take a gamble because you want more and more and more. Lift that left heel up. Bend the knees. Rotate that left knee towards the right. Greed can cause you to be manipulative. Once again, an energy deficit. Once you start manipulating other people to get what you want, it's a big slap in your own face because you're saying to yourself, I don't have the ability to get what I want. I have to manipulate other people. I have to lie. And then you aren't in your truth and you're not shining your light and you're losing. Like I said earlier, greedy is like a rushed feeling. It's not a relaxed feeling, but taking it further, you're just satisfying impulses instead of planning and being considerate of your own time, of other people's time. And you're just thinking of the now. Things don't happen overnight, right? So if someone says no to you, that doesn't mean that you're not getting what you want. Oh my gosh, this possum is just looking at me while I'm doing Qigong. Should I take a picture for you guys? Hold on. Rotate your right towards the left. It's literally thinking, should I go inside? I'm taking a picture. Hold on. What are you doing? Okay, it's running back inside. Am I going to have a pet possum? All right, other direction. So make a long-term plan for yourself. Plant that seed. All right, bend your knees. Thighs together, knees together. Rotate that whole fishtail to the left. And the other direction, please. like a tree in the wind. You're just gonna sway back and forth. Oh my God, he's climbing. Come to stillness. I tried to get a picture, but I didn't want to open up my window. All right, go back and forth. Keep your heels on the ground. Baby, though. Come to stillness. That'd be funny. I had a pet possum. I don't think the neighborhood would mind if I kept that pet outside. So yeah, just because you don't make money on something right away doesn't mean that if you keep investing something and putting time in it, you're gonna make money at it. Don't feel like a failure just because you haven't made like $1 million doing your craft, doing your art. That's silly. Know that it's coming. Trust that it's coming. Trust that you're making this investment of your time and your creative energy. And it's not for nothing. It's coming to you. Just be patient. Know that. And realize it. Like, wow, this can lead to something, you know? This $20 I got from this one person can lead to, just more investment in the future. There's my new friend. All right, bring your hands up in front of your belly button and circle around to the left. And the other direction. Wow, it smells that I just put the garbage out there. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, it already knocked the garbage down. Dang. Wait, hold on. Look at this guy. Where are we? Ah! All right. I might need to take a break and take my garbage out. All right, here we go. Circle around. Keep your hands 2/5 away from your body and circle around. Oh, I gave away that I have one. Maybe I'm borrowing it from my roommate. And the other direction. I am not my cell phone. Luckily, the next move, I'm going to have to go outside anyway, and I'll take my trash out. All right. We're going to open up the legs wide, bend, bring the left all the way up to the ear, and just let it drop like a feather. Go back and forth. I'm going to go do this outside. Okay. All right. Go back and forth. All right. You got it? I'll be right back. All right. The next move is going across the body. Oh, thank you, Pineapple Life. That is so nice of you. We're going to bring the left arm out so the legs are still wide and going back and forth. It's like I just got protection from the possum. You don't necessarily need money for a phone. You might just need the phone. Might just get the phone. This is one of my favorite ones. It really helps with shoulder pain. Of course, it might hurt your shoulder if you have an issue, so be gentle with yourself and you can always edit the move to make it feel more relaxed. All right, back to the math. Being in a greedy state means you're in a state of not being satisfied, possibly being manipulative, not being compassionate, not having long term plans. And then finally, not having good boundaries, not having good limits. Because if you are, how do I say this? Okay, Schopenhauer said, wealth is like, no, wait, hold on, I gotta check on this. Wealth is like drinking seawater. The more you drink, the more thirsty you become. So the idea is that it's like you always think you need more and more and more and more because it's the more and more and more and more feeling that, you know, doesn't get filled up. What gets filled up is drinking pure water, drinking the love, drinking the compassion, drinking the peace, drinking the relaxation, drinking the planning and sunshine and watering. And that's why there's boundary issues with greed because you never have enough. And so you don't have a boundary, you don't have a limit of saying, okay, this is enough. Now we're going to go into the Wuji. 5 minutes of just feeling the chi, and then we'll do the foot massage. It's good to know your limits, not only with, you know, not drinking or eating excessively, but also knowing that you need sleep, knowing that you're not going to stay up all night doing something if it's bad for your health, knowing that you can't always be reachable by people, like you need your space sometimes. Boundaries are good. Boundaries help to feed you. Boundaries help you to contain the water that you're blessed with. If you can't contain it and it spills everywhere, then you'll never feel like you have enough. If you have a nice container that can contain that wonderful water that you drink, then you feel secure. You feel like you're not going to go thirsty. If you don't have any place to contain that love that you are receiving, then it's like someone's casting pearl onto swine. It's like you can't. Oh my goodness, what are you doing out there, little baby? What are you doing? Oh gosh. You're climbing high. All right. I think I need to have boundaries with this possum, but we'll wait till after class. Keep doing the Wuji. So having boundaries is not just about saying no, it's about containing what you have said yes to. Because it doesn't make sense to say yes to all of this love if you're just gonna spill it all on the floor and step all over it. And that's kind of what, like your donation today to this class, it's saying, I'm containing what I've learned today. I'm putting a container around it. I'm giving it love. I'm holding space for it. I'm making sure that it stays with me. And you can do that with or without a donation. That's just one way. Committing to the practice, committing to that energy, investing in that energy, containing it, maintaining it, sustaining it with your boundaries. One more minute of the Wuji, moving however you want. The orange leaves are so pretty, aren't they? Once again, that greedy energy causes lack of focus. If you're not focused in your life, ask yourself, am I greedy for something? Am I trying to get something that is making me lose sight of my mission? That is making me focus on just money and my ego instead of being grounded? Am I creating shallow relationships? Am I creating dishonesty? Or am I staying focused? Everything is a reflection of our emotional state. State, yeah. All right, I think I've covered everything in my notes. Do another minute of Wuji, and I'll be right back with the foot massage. What? This guy. This is unbelievable. you. Like the plant? Hey, my friend. How are you gonna get down? Wow. All right. Foot massage time. If you have any questions, let me know. Maybe we should see what possum animal medicine is all about as we massage our feet. All right. I don't really keep a lot of garbage at a time, Kevin, so it's never like messy. If a possum gets into it, it's just like they're just like really small. Like I just use grocery bags. All right, let's rotate our toes a few times in each direction. I slammed my pinky toe this morning. I think it's black and blue. I tripped over a rock. Rotate a few times in each direction and then pull the toe away from the foot. I'll look at the book when we're just holding a point. And rotate the whole ankle. And the other direction. Pull the toes back and rub the bottom of the foot. Interesting. I think with anything, if it's self-defense, it's probably okay. But they don't seem like they're dangerous creatures. Unless maybe they're rabid. All right, rub between the toes. And find a point on the foot that's like a pressure point and hold that for 20 seconds. That'd be cool if possums have to do with abundance. A number of years ago, when my workshops were just beginning to grow in popularity, an individual in the metaphysical field was spreading rumors about me among certain groups to undermine my work. Apparently, he felt threatened by the increasing attention I was receiving. Oh, maybe the possum deals with jealousy. After a workshop one evening, several people spoke to me about what was being spread around. I remember fuming all the way home. I couldn't believe that this person would make up stories. After all, we had done some traveling together. I knew that I was going to have to confront this person. When I got home and raised my garage door, my headlights flashed on a pair of eyes in the back of the garage, and a possum had taken up temporary shelter. I got a broom and tried unsuccessfully to sweep it out. Finally, I left the garage door open, hoping it would leave on its own, and went into the house, temporarily distracted from my fuming. All right, let's move up to the, and this is this book I'm reading, by the way, by Ted Andrews. Can it tap up and down your legs and then find a point under your knee, one or two, three, four fingers where it's a pressure point, and hold that. About an hour later, I went outside to check the garage, and the opossum had disappeared. I drove the car into the garage and pulled on the garage door. It only moved about 5 inches and then locked. I pulled again and it still locked. Since it was dark, I couldn't tell if the runners on which it sat were jammed or what was going on. Finally, I grabbed the handle with 2 hands and yanked as hard as I could. The door freed and came down. As it did, the opossum tumbled off the top of the garage door and fell on top of my head. I must have jumped 6 feet. I don't know who was scared worse, me or the opossum. Apparently, it had climbed on top of the garage door and was lodged in a way that hindered closing the door. All right, tap up and down, and on the outside of the knee, find a point. There the opossum is, coming towards my window, about 4 or 5 fingers above, and hold that point. It left rather abruptly after bouncing off my head and hitting the ground. It appeared just as dazed and unhurt as I was. I tried to get my heart started. I began laughing as I walked back into the house. My anger from earlier that evening was dissipated. It was then I decided to not respond. I would just appear to play dead or ignorant to the rumors. Oh, that's what possums do. I like that. Within several weeks, the rumors had ceased, and numerous phone calls reaffirmed that I had responded appropriately. No one was believing the rumors, and my invitations to teach and lecture increased even more. Opossum teaches us how to use appearances. Sometimes it is necessary to play dead. Sometimes it's necessary to put up a particular front to succeed most easily and effectively. This is what the medicine of opossum can teach us. It also can show you when others are putting up false fronts and deceptions. Opossum has an archetypal energy that helps us to use appearances to our greatest benefit, and that helps us to recognize when others are creating false impressions. Opossum can help us learn to divert attention or to get attention any way we need. All right, tap up and down. Sometimes it is necessary to behave or act in a strategic manner. Brush, brush. All right, let's rotate each toe a few times in each direction and on the other foot and pull it out. We may need to appear fearful or fearless in spite of how we truly feel. We may need to show submission or aggression. We may need to be apathetic or extremely caring. A possum is the supreme actor, and those in the acting field or that need to learn something of it can do no better than to work with the opossum. The opossum is a nocturnal animal. It is the only marsupial in the North American continent. Marsupials are animals that raise their young in pouches on the abdomen. When the young are born, they are blind, but they are still able to climb up to the pouch immediately after birth. There they stay for about 1 month. I was thinking, okay, rotate the whole ankle, that opossums were blind for some reason because they have such a good sense of smell. I wonder if that helps them develop their smell when they're infants, being blind. The opossum, okay. During the spring, I often stop and check opossums hit on the road because there might be young ones in the pouch, and if it's a female. The young can live for a while in the pouch even after the mother has died, but only for a short while. All right, find a point on the bottom of the foot or anywhere on the foot and hold that for 20 seconds. In the pouch are located the nipples. Most opossums have 13 nipples. In the litter, there can be many more than 13 young, but only 13 will be able to survive. This number is very symbolic. Wow, that's interesting, like moon stuff. Although many associate it with bad luck, it is also a symbol for the one great sun around which the 12 signs of the zodiac revolve. It is a symbol of the sun within. This is very appropriate for our class today, like shining your own light no matter what, and like having that face of abundance, even though you might feel poor, appearing like the more rich you appear to the universe, the more riches you will attract. Yeah. The pouch, let's do under the knee for 5 fingers on the inside of the leg. The pouch, especially in regards to the opossum's defense of playing dead, links it to the ability to help us draw from our own bag of tricks. That's totally appropriate for the class. That which will most benefit us. Be aware of your bag of tricks. That's like a great metaphor for the riches of your soul. You have your own bag of tricks. You have your own pouch. It can show you which appearances to draw from the pouch to use for the great success. See, you deserve success and you have a pouch on which you can draw from to create your success. The milk of the mother is rich in calcium, as young opossums need high concentrations of it. Those with this totem should examine their own calcium levels. All right, we all saw the opossum today. We need to eat our bok choy and our collards for calcium and broccoli. All right, now on top of the knee, find a point. Hold that for 20 seconds. The playing dead that the possum is famous for is a self-induced state of shock. The pulse becomes minimal. The heartbeat slows. A musk scent of death is released, and for all appearances, it will seem dead. The opossum can enter and leave this state abruptly, pretty much at will. This act serves to confuse many predators. The surprise distracts them, and the opossum is able to make its escape. It is this kind of flexibility and ease of appearance that the opossum can teach to those with it as a totem. When a possum shows up as a totem, ask yourself some important questions. Are you acting or about to act in an inappropriate manner? Do you need to strengthen your own appearance? So it's like sometimes we have to play dead, like if everyone wants our energy also. Um, and if we get in a greedy state, maybe it's good to just play dead, like lie down on the ground and be like, oh my gosh, um, I need to strengthen myself. Sometimes I've been getting more and more comfortable playing dead. I noticed I did it like in college when I was dating guys who came on too strong. I would almost go into this like shock state and be like, I'm really tired. I have to go to bed. Bye. you know? And so I feel like that happens sometimes in conversations too when people like say things I don't want to talk about. Sometimes I get angry, but it's probably better to just play dead and be like, I didn't really hear what you said, huh? I gotta go. It's all about conserving your energy, right? People are always trying to grab our energy in different ways. And sometimes playing dead is, more appropriate. Kevin. Are others putting up false appearances in front of you? Yeah, be aware of other people's false appearances. If they look good but feel bad, then something's up, right? Do you need to divert attention away from some activity? Are others trying to divert your attention? Okay, brush the hands down. It's time to go into your bag of tricks and pull out some new strategy. Learning to pretend and act in ways and with realism is the magic that opossums teaches. So I guess it teaches us to be manipulative, but also, yeah, that's interesting, huh? The opossum is a wonderful animal with the unique ability to divert attention by displaying the right appearances. It can teach us how to adjust our behaviors and appearances for the greatest benefit. Very interesting that it comes up on our class about greed, because maybe there's an appropriate way to manipulate a situation and maybe there's a greedy way to manipulate a situation. Sometimes maybe we need to be a little strategic so that we don't get drained, right? And I don't mean intentionally to play dead from Angie's shows. I've just been so busy. Sometimes we do, like I was just listening to Ralph Smart and he talked about like playing dead on social media. Like it's really important to disappear from social media in order to preserve your own essence sometimes, like because you're never who you are perceived on social media. So it's good to protect your energy and not give so much to the social media and give more to that, cultivating of spirit, going walks in nature, on walks. Yeah. Any questions or anything you want to share besides all of your money with me? Just kidding. Anything you want to share today? Any questions? Any aha moments? Any um, breakthroughs? Any challenges? Please put them in the comments below. Thanks again for being here. We will do a group bow out in just a minute. I found another trigger point that feels so good. I'm just going to hold it for a moment. Got a nice almost 2-hour class today, thanks to a possum distracting us. I think maybe the lesson with the opossum is also to not flaunt it when you're rich. That can come from pride. If you have a lot of money and you feel the need to flaunt it, that can cause jealousy. It can make you vulnerable. It can make you acquire things that you don't need, because you're like, look, I have all this money, I can buy this. It might be better to save and put it and invest it, in other people. Like instead of flaunting your money and buying, all the newest things, you can invest it in charities and help your brothers and sisters. And you might appear to be poor because you're giving a lot of your money to charities, and that's okay. You don't have to look rich. You can play dead with that ego stuff. Honoring our ancestors, honoring our teachers, Fill your heart with gratitude and compassion and humility, and then spread this out to the whole entire world. Wow. I appreciate you so much for being here and holding space for this class with me today. I feel amazing. I hope you feel amazing. I really look forward to Wednesday's class. Health is your wealth. I think that's what I want to call it. Your health is your true wealth. When you feel healthy, you don't have as many bad cravings. All right. Have a beautiful Monday. Have a beautiful Halloween. Be careful tonight. Be safe. And thank you for all of your comedy, Kevin. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for being you and spreading your abundant light with the universe.